What's going on, guys? Waffles here, and welcome back to Roblox The Wild West. In today's episode, I'm going to be showing you 3 of the most underrated places to mine in Roblox The Wild West. These are some of the best places to make money without being interrupted, and are not very well known to people, so you probably won't ever see anyone here. So, if you enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment if you knew any of these places, and if there's any that I missed on your list of underrated places. Now, this video, I'll say straight off the bat, will not include the water cavern, which is the one that's located underneath, or like lower than Howling Peak, next to the lake and the waterfall. It's not that one, and it's not going to include the cave that has the bear in it in the reservation camp. These are 3 completely different places. I hope you enjoy this video. Let's dive into it. So if you spawn at Bronze City and then come down, or actually probably go around because there's a lot of people fighting over there, and make your way across the river here, right outside of town, we're going to go ahead and show you the first location that is completely underrated in my opinion. Now, some of you may know some of these spots. 2 of them I think are kinda known, but I don't ever see anyone using them. That is possibly because over time, if you're in a smaller server, people have developed methods or better methods of grinding, specifically for mining, that involve using the that use the water cavern and the reservation camp cave. But if you're in a server like that's more than maybe 4 people, chances are there's going to be people down there. And even in grinding servers, those spots have become so well known that just about everybody knows about them. So the first place we're going to show you is Buffalo Ridge. Now for this video, you're going to need at least a tier 5 pickaxe, but I heavily recommend a tier 6 because it makes things go so much faster. But as you can see, the first thing we're going to mine here is a gold deposit, which has 1 ore available per, like, I think 10 minutes or 5 minutes. I don't really know the respawn rates, but there's a lot of coal here. And there's one other place that's connected to this that I'm not considering its own, place to mine, because unless you combine it with Buffalo Ridge, you're not going to be making that much money. But let's go ahead and mine here, and I'm going to cut to when we mine the last ore up on Buffalo Ridge. Alright, I actually decided, oh wait, hold on, did I miss one? Yeah, sometimes it's hard to see during night, so oh no, I didn't miss one. Okay, cool. Well, that's how fast the coal respawns, but now that we finished up here at Buffalo Ridge, I think I decided to, fast forward through the footage, that way you guys can see, like, me mining it. But you're gonna come up here, and then you're gonna go down towards the waterfall. Now, the, water cavern is down on that little, I guess, point or peninsula sort of thing. I don't think it's a peninsula, but that area. But if you come down here, if you played during the Halloween 2021 event, you'll know about the underworld, which was located in this cave. But what's great about this cave is it has 2 ores of silver, which adds a decent amount of value. And I've only been mining for maybe a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes, and we're already gonna have a full inventory. Now, if you had a more empty inventory with maybe just 1 gun and a pickaxe, you could fit more of the coal ore, because there's 2 coal ore nodes in here that would fill up an additional 6 spaces. But as you can see, I have multiple things in my inventory. But one of the great things about mining iron, silver, and coal especially is that they have a high drop chance for gemstones. So now I'm going to go ahead and speed up the footage to Bronze City, and we're going to see how much money we made in only about 2 minutes of mining. Alright, so here we are in Bronze City at the general store, and if we go ahead and sell our loot, we made 1,200 in only about 3 minutes if you include travel time. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you the second most underrated spot, and let's go ahead and jump into that. Alright, so if you go ahead and spawn at Callahan Manor and then pull out your horse, we're going to be going and showing you the second most underrated spot for mining, in my opinion. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you find a spot that is also underrated that nobody knows about, and I did not include it on this list, go ahead and tell me in the comment section and I'll include it in a future updated video. The progression system is going to be coming out eventually, probably before the Halloween event. My best guess is maybe July or August, so that's great. And let's go ahead and hit our head on that, even though we didn't mean to, but no one will know. But if we go ahead and make our way in here, you're going to find that there is 2 silver nodes. Now, silver and gold require, I believe, a tier 4 or a tier 5 pickaxe to get. Which is why I say get a tier 5 or 6, because at tier 6, it increases the percentage for each hit, which makes it faster. And tier 5 is, I think, the minimum requirement to mine gold. Maybe not silver, but I can't completely remember. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and speed up the footage, now that you know where the location is, and let's go see how much we made. Alright, so there we go. This cave, or at least in this area, does not have enough ore to fill your inventory, but as soon as we get out of this cave, alright, I think we're good from not hitting our head again. But as you can see, we made an emerald and 2 rubies, which adds 300 plus, I think, 180 per each ruby, which is a good amount of money. And that only, once again, took us about 2 minutes of mining with a tier 6 pickaxe, and it's very close to the general store here at Callahan's Manor, which means you can sell relatively easily. Let's go ahead and sell it. 1.56k in only about 3 minutes of mining. So, as you can see, so far we've made about 3k in only a matter of 10 minutes or so. Now we're going to go ahead and show you the final and the most underrated place to mine. In my opinion, this place is great for getting gemstones, and it will not fill up your inventory entirely, just like the last place, but I give you my guarantee you will never find anybody over here. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So, if you make your way to Puerto Dorado by spawning here, luckily all 3 of these mining spots are easily accessible by spawning in a horse, and you go out towards the ferry port side over here, and then you continue up here. If you played the Halloween event, once again, you're probably going to recognize this location, because it's up here. Now, this is called Sinner's Canyon, and we're going to be going to the Sinner's Canyon mine. During the Halloween event, there were skeletons up here that you could farm to access the place where the underworld was. But this place actually has ores, because it is a mine shaft. So we're going to start with these 2 ores here, and I'm going to go ahead and speed up the footage, but I'll keep this one a little bit slower so that way you can see every single ore. There is 4 different parts to this mine. Alright, and there we go. That is all 4 parts to this mine. Unfortunately, we did not get any gemstones, so we're only going to make about, I think, 860 or 900 on this run. But that adds us up to about 4,000, if I'm not mistaken. I'll go ahead and put in the edit how much money we made based on the starting amount we had at the beginning of the video, which I'll show you after I show you something else in my bank at Puerto Dorado. So let's go ahead and go over there. Alright, so here we are at the Puerto Dorado General Store, and if we sell our loot, hello sir, we made $720, but it only took us about 2 minutes of grinding once again. Now, I want to show you something in my bank account, which will hopefully entice you to spend more time at these 3 underrated spots. All of these gemstones, every single one of them, I got at one of those 3 locations. That includes 3 of these diamonds were at the last location I showed you, and one of them I think was in the Callahan's area, that place in the desert. But as you can see, this is about 30k worth of gemstones. And I did do some hunting, so I do have a lot of legendary bear and some legendary gator items as well as a T-log, which I got just by playing the game. So that's one of the nice things about spending some time in these more rural areas. You'll have more time for hunting legendary animals, depending on if it's a bear or a bison. And you'll have more time than people in Bronze City to get a thunderstruck log if it spawns near you, or a cactus as well. But cactuses only spawn in like 3 different areas. But that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned a new spot to grind in Roblox The Wild West. Personally, these are probably some of my favorite spots to spend time at. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider leaving a like and subscribing. It really helps me out, and I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.